Dogbert presents How to Beat This Dumbass Team. And now, let's join Dogbert. Hello and welcome, I am Dogbert, here once again to teach you how to beat that dumbass team. And the team I have selected for tonight is a team that a lot of people are putting on defense and using on offense, I bet. That's Apocalypse and the 4 Secret Defenders minus Dr. Shit. Yeah, nobody's building Strange for this, that's for sure. But believe it or not, the team I'm actually going to be using on offense and this same team I'm using on defense is actually a better team, and it only uses 3 Secret Defenders. Now, this can work with a baby Apocalypse. It works much better with a big boy Apocalypse, which I now have. So I'm glad to have that now at my disposal, but keep that in mind. The only thing I don't know is against the Super Scroll because, well, I don't have a Super Scroll in my shard at all, so until that comes, I won't be able to tell you much about them. But with all this said, let's take a look at how to beat this dumbass team. Alright, we are going to go after number 1 here against Shadowfail. That's right. As you can see, you had the 4 Secret Defenders. You got the, your Black Cat, whatever. You got your big boy Apocalypse there. You got, Ghost Rider and the piece of shit that is Ms. Marvel Hardlight, who just more or less stands there. And this is the, oopsie, let's go, I hit that too quick. But this is the team I'm using on offense. Now, this is my positioning for offense. It can be used for defense depending on if you want Apocalypse next to Ms. Marvel. There's arguments to be made to have him next to Ms. Marvel, even though he'll get the turn rewind on the opponent's Ms. Marvel. You could knock him under 50% and trigger him. Although I don't really see that happen. Ms. Marvel doesn't put out a whole lot of damage. So on defense, I tend to take the 3 Secret Defenders and just group them all together and leave Apocalypse and Quicksilver elsewhere. Quicksilver can't be turned rewind, but Apocalypse can, but I'd like to leave my Apocalypse not get turned rewind when I'm on defense. And so far, this defense has been holding me up in the ranks pretty well. You are going to need as big of a Quicksilver running as Striker as you can get. You want to max him out. Level 95, Gear 17, possibly Gear 18. We'll talk about that in a Dark Dimension video. And of course, Secret Defenders, as big as you can get them as well, especially Ghost Rider Robbie. We'll have to see what happens with Black Cat once we get her red stars. So, with all this said, let's go and head into the match as soon as this thing loads, because I refuse to edit videos. Just waiting. Expand this time with YouTube. Alright, can you see here, this is the theory of using Apocalypse next to Ms. Marvel. Now, they will go first because they have Photon that gives them more Secret Defenders. That will make their Ms. Marvel go first. Not that it really matters. Now, they go after Black Cat because on defense, Ms. Marvel does go after the character with the highest speed, aka Black Cat. That's why I put her all the way on the end next to Ms. Marvel. Neither of them can be turned rewind. Thanks to the death proofs. Of course, you could bring in Big Time Spider-Man to get rid of the death proofs on Black Cat, but that doesn't work at all well against this team. If it was unset on defense, Big Time Spider-Man is more of a gimmicky character. You can use it against this defense that I'm going against, but like I said, it's a gimmick thing. I wouldn't rely on it. So now we're going to do the same thing. Their Apocalypse gets turned rewound, and this is why I don't like the Apocalypse next to Ms. Marvel getting turned rewound, because my Apocalypse is guaranteed to go first now because they couldn't rewind mine. There goes Photon for passive, which gives them more speed bar, blah blah blah. This is why you have to have big characters. They have to be able to take all this damage. Why I keep Ghost Rider Robbie over here. He's so important with a lot of damage. You can see they've actually triggered my Apocalypse. I get to go right into his ultimate since I have a big boy Apocalypse. That also makes triggers Ms. Marvel, so we get this out of the way. We knock her down. We actually knock her into Invis. So even though we didn't kill her, this actually opens it up so that we can go after the other Secret Defenders. Because the Secret Defender we actually really want to kill is actually Ghost Rider Robbie. He puts out a shit ton of damage. And we got rid of him now. We're not really at all worried about Photon now. We have Quicksilver finally. So we can actually remove a charge here off of Black Cat. Keep her a little bit more under control. We're already getting into our death proofs. Photon is absolutely useless. Ghost Rider Robbie here, going to do a bunch of damage. So he rolls in with the car. I am running him as Raider for the arena because we need to get some vulnerables out there if we have a lot of strikers on this team. Another possibility would be running Black Cat as like a Raider. I mean, not a Raider, sorry, a Skirmisher. We need to get some more vulnerables. We'll have to see how it does. You can see we can take out that Big Boy Apocalypse like it's nothing. My Big Boy Apocalypse is still around. Ms. Marvel being absolutely useless, just sitting there stunned. And that's it. We just took them out like they were nothing. And that's how you beat this dumbass team. Until next time, everybody.